know it's been a while, but welcome everybody. This is a new segment that I'm operating on this YouTube channel, and it's called Cigar Talk, where we smoke cigars, drink some tea, and we talk creative things. So here we go, episode 1. And if you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Fresh. I'm a film photographer and I'm based out of Atlanta, but I'm from Chicago. So welcome to the channel. And on this episode, we're just talking, getting to know one another. Check out my other videos though. I do a lot of street photography. I do a lot of photo shoots. So yeah, check it out and welcome to the channel. So really, this is really just like a talk with myself, and I'm just including y'all in it. These are like the conversations that I have when I'm by myself. And so I figured, why not just record for YouTube? Maybe other people feel the same way that I feel. And on this one, we're going to talk about imposter syndrome. And essentially what that is knowing that you're good at something, but constantly trying to convince yourself that you're not good at it. And so I have a bad habit of that, especially with photography. So for me, it's like, I know I take great photos. I know I'm good at planning good photo shoots, but like sometimes I don't get the results that I'm looking for from the audience. And I think that's why I have imposter syndrome. Not because I know I have a bad habit of that. Like, I know I produce great work. I know the results that I'm getting is very good. But like when people do critique my work or say something about my work, I get real self-conscious. And that's another great way to describe imposter syndrome, is just being very self-conscious about the work that you're doing to a point where you're overly critical about everything, and essentially you shoot for perfection every single time. And I feel like that's what's holding a lot of creatives back right now. I think perfection is overrated, and you probably gonna wonder, like, he's a hypocrite because how you gonna say perfection is overrated, but yeah, he has imposter syndrome. But I think it's something I'm getting out of. It's like one of those things where you have to recognize it, and then the more you say it, you just have to start doing the work. And I think that's the biggest thing that I've been learning as of late, is just like, I just need to do the work and put it out there. Because you watch YouTube all day, you get on Instagram and you look at all this other work that everybody else is doing, and so you start to compare your work to theirs. And I think that's where a lot of people struggle at as well. But I think we also have to recognize that, like, these people have been doing it for years, and maybe you just started out, or maybe they're in a different environment than you are, so they have more resources to get these things done. And I think for myself, that's probably my biggest, like, I guess you could say, flaw when it comes to being a creative. Like, I look at the person who's been doing it for 10 years and be like, damn, I want my stuff to look like that, but I don't know how to achieve it, or I'm trying to achieve it, but it's not coming out how I need it to. My experience of like when it started when I first started doing photography. So I started in like late 2020, early 2021, and I did a photo shoot with a friend like right before I moved to Atlanta in 2021. And so when I did the shoot, she had an idea of how she wanted the pictures to look, XYZ, and I thought that I could execute it, and I thought that I could do some things in post that I had never done before, but I couldn't do it. And she did not love the pictures. She did not like the pictures. And I don't even think she posted it, or she may have posted one. We got one good picture out of all of them, and I probably say I took maybe 30 film pictures, somewhere around there, but only one came very, very close to what she wanted. And so with the feedback that I got, it just felt like, hold on, like, damn, wait, I don't want to feel like this. Like, somebody just paid money for this studio, they paid money for their look, and I essentially fucked the whole thing up. And ever since then, that's why, like, I very rarely accept bookings, because I don't want someone to pay for a service and I not be able to provide it. And ever since then, I did learn how to execute the look that she wanted. I haven't done it again, but I do have a much better understanding and sense of how to achieve that look. But ever since then, I'm like, I've convinced myself that I only want to do my own work. So I only want to do my own projects, my own photo shoots that I set up, because I have full creative control, and I know that I won't put myself in a situation where I can't do something. And I think just part of the creative lane is being able to take criticism and taking it, but also like adapting to it and applying it to whatever you're doing. There's a difference between someone giving you feedback and versus someone that's just flat out attacking your work. It's a big difference, and you have to separate the two. I think at that point of time, my ego wasn't hurt, because my ego wasn't there. I'll say, I guess my feelings was just a little hurt, because like I thought the pictures were good, but they weren't what she wanted. And so it was just like, damn, I messed up, and there's nothing I can do to fix this. And yes, we are on the back porch with it. These will be shot in different environments, each one. I'm back in Chicago right now, so we're on the back porch with it. Nice Cohiba cigar, some good tea. Shout out to my moms for this real cute cup. Yeah, one thing me and my friends always talk about though is that like you just have to do the work. And another thing that I wanted to talk about too was, because of imposter syndrome, is the notion of people stealing ideas. And we all have these things where like we think of something, but we never actually execute it or act on it. And so someone else comes along and they do it. And one thing that I want everybody to know, because I read it somewhere, but it was just something about how like we don't own ideas, you know? Like creative ideas is like a library. You know, people come in, you check them out, and you take what you learn and you create something new, and it's just an endless cycle of that. And so you don't own those ideas that's stuck in your head. Like if you have an idea, you need to figure out a way to execute it, because if you don't, somebody else will come along and do it. And that person may be somebody close to you. And I think because of that, you don't want to be in a situation where it's like this person stole my idea, but you never acted upon it or did anything with the idea. You know, we all borrow ideas. You know, you see something, you get inspiration from something, and you create something new. Just like a library, how you borrow a book. We borrow ideas. And so time waits on nobody. So all of those ideas that you might have in your mind that you want to create and do, but you aren't doing, you have to get out and do them. Because if you don't, somebody else will. And it will create envy within you. Like, it may be subconsciously, but you're going to be envious of the person who beat you to the punch. And so you got to get your ideas out there. And that's pretty much what I've been trying to like tell and convince myself, because I haven't did not a single photo shoot this entire summer, but I have all these ideas that I want to do. And so right now, in the month of September alone, I'm going to do about 4 photo shoots plus some street photography. And that was the only thing I've done all summer, is a little street photography. And I really didn't do much of that besides when I was in Puerto Rico. And so, yeah, if you have ideas, you got to get those ideas out. I think the one thing that I have incorporated within my creative process that's been helping me do better and be better with it is I've been using Milanote as just like a way to map out all of my photo shoots and even these YouTube videos. Like, I'm really in a creative space and just a mind frame of I just need to do the work, put the work out there, because like I'm watching people around me, everybody getting on, or everybody's making moves, but I'm sitting stagnant just on the sidelines looking. I don't want to be on the sidelines. And so I've been using Milanote to like map out my ideas and like take everything that's in my mind and put it on paper. And it's actually been like super, super helpful, because once I get on the shoot, I'm not gonna lie, my anxiety get up. So I'd be like, my mind is racing. So I'm trying to do photography, but I'm also trying to do videos on my camera, videos on my phone. So I'm trying to do all these things at one time, plus make sure I'm getting the model right, making sure they're well taken care of. And so a lot of things just slip your mind. But on this last photo shoot I did, I just pulled up Milano, and it was literally just like me scrolling through my phone real quick. Like, okay, I said I was going to do X, Y, Z. Boom, let's knock this out. Also, it helps you maximize all of your time if you are shooting in the studio space, or even if you're shooting outside and you don't want your models outside for a super long time. Like, you go in there, you look, okay, boom, I said I was going to do X, Y, Z. Let's go ahead and knock that out. And honestly, it's been the best thing that I've done in a long time. I think another thing too is the fear of rejection. Rejection hurts, no matter like how it comes, what it is, being rejected from a woman, a man, anything, whoever you're dating, being rejected with ideas. And yeah, rejection hurts. And that's what it feels like when you like put out some work on like Instagram or TikTok or whatever, and it don't like blow up, go viral, or you only get 50 likes on that photo shoot that you did. It's like, it feels like rejection. And I think that's also another thing that keeps me from posting online a lot of my times. It's just like, why am I gonna post? Ain't nobody gonna interact with it. Ain't nobody gonna, share it, anything. So it's like, I'm wasting my time doing it. I'll still do it, but I won't necessarily post it. Or I'll post it 3-4 months down the line, like, oh, I'm feeling generous. Let me go ahead and just post this real quick. But I seen this thing online that was just like, imagine if you were hosting like a gallery or something and 20 people walked into your space to look at your pictures. That's kind of how you gotta look at Instagram. It's just like, yeah, you might have only got 50 likes, but imagine if 50 physical people walked into a space just to look at your photos. And I think that made a big difference for me, and like why I just said like, forget it, I'm just gonna start posting. I'm not gonna say if it's not my best work, because if it's not something that I truly love, I'm not gonna post it. But if it's something that I like and I think is a really good picture, I'm gonna post it. If it's a video that I've made, I'm gonna post it. And I realized too, like, when it comes to these videos, I'm going for a very cinematic look for my videos now. I don't want that like vlog look no more to my videos, so I just gotta put the work out there. Because if I never record because my videos aren't coming out a certain way or looking a certain way, then I'll never get to that point that I want to be at, because I'm not doing the work. I ain't practicing, you know what I'm saying? And so if you don't get in the gym and shoot, how you gonna be great in the game? And that's pretty much like what I just been convincing myself. And that's why I want to do this like little talking series, just to like talk out my own thoughts, but also because I know other people are probably going through the exact same things. So we can have a conversation in the comments about, what do y'all do? Like, how do y'all get out of y'all imposter syndrome? How do y'all get over y'all creative funks and get back in the creative space? And for me, personal life stuff has also been taking place. So I've been on some real sad boy shit lately. But I think for myself, I've just been trying to like tell myself like I need to fall in love with life again. And part of falling in love with life is picking back up on your hobbies and doing the things that you love. And for me, that's recording these videos, that's going outside doing photo shoots, doing street photography, XYZ. And so that's pretty much what I've been doing. It's just like falling in love with life again, doing all the things that I love doing and enjoying, and trying to make the best of it. Also too, you ain't getting no younger. Like, time goes back for nobody. You're only gonna get older. And so you can have this love for these creative passions now in your 20s, but we get in that survival mode where it's like, oh, I gotta make some money. So if you're in your 20s, even if you're in your 30s, honestly, it doesn't matter what age you at. If you have something you love, you need to do it. And do everything with passion. That's my biggest thing. If you're gonna do something, do it with passion, be consistent with it, give it your all, because at the end of the day, when you look in the mirror, the most important thing that you can say to yourself is that you tried. And if you can truly say that you tried, then that's a win. Everything probably won't yield the results that you're looking for right away, but if you stay consistent at it, if you keep doing it, then maybe it will. And also, don't compare yourself to other people, because that's my biggest thing. It's like, I like to compare myself, and I said that earlier in the video, but it's just like, I'm literally seeing people who I know, they getting on, they making the connections, and here I am, just still surviving, working corporate America, trying to make the best out of my life. And it's just like, I have to use my spare time to doing these creative things, doing what I want. Because if I want to be a full-time creative, I have to be willing to give it my all. I have to be willing to sacrifice, stay up late to edit those videos, stay up late to edit those pictures. Obviously have a work-life balance, but like, if I really want to get on, I gotta do the things, the actions to get on, and stay consistent with it. So that's my biggest thing, and that's what I'm working on. But yeah, that's a wrap for me. Episode 1, Cigar Talk. Yeah, I need to change. I need to come up with a creative name for that. Something with fresh in it, you know. But yeah, that's a wrap for me. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, show some love in the comments. Let me know how y'all been feeling lately. Let me know how y'all come over those creative humps in life. And yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.